Okay. I'm gonna get a bit of a rant here. I do not understand schools that do not have their security stuff up to point. And the school that I had to do work at today, if my kid went there, I would be raising hell. Because it's fucking... Oh, that's not great. Sprite zero sugar, Sprite zero fun, whatever. It's liquid. So yeah, it was in a high school. And... So here, let me do it like this. Most schools I've done work at, even in this district, especially in this district, the way it works is I park right in front of the school, go straight to the main office, which is very easy to find, very easily marked, check in with them. They will usually be aware of the problem, and then they will find somebody, find a janitor, somebody. They'll find someone who will take me to the problem and, will make sure I have everything I need to get the work done, and they will kind of hang out around there. And then if I need to do work in a girl's bathroom, which sometimes happens, they will get a female staff member to go in there, clear all the girls out of the bathroom, because they're always 5 deep fucking hanging out in there for I don't fucking know what reason. And then they will lock the bathroom down so that only I can get in and out so I can do my work. At some point, someone will have seen my ID, and everybody at the school, at least the people in the school, will have known. Oh yeah, we knew you were coming today, or we knew someone was coming. Oh, this really does fucking suck. So that's how it's supposed to go. And at no point am I ever actually left alone, especially not in an enclosed area. I do not go into any bathrooms until a staff member has gotten all the kids out of there and confirmed there's nobody in there. And all these security measures are in place to protect children, and a lot of ways to protect me. Because there is never going to be an issue of, oh, he was alone in a bathroom with a student. Ever. There is never going to be he just walked into the bathroom and he walked into the girls' bathroom, there's a bunch of girls in there. Because all that stuff is in place. That is for their safety. That is for their comfort. That is for my safety. That is for my comfort. Because believe me, all I want to do is just do my work and fucking bounce. And the less interaction I have to have with the students, the better, because students are fucking stupid. Students suck. And especially middle high school students. And I think that the big thing I want to stress too is that I don't even get onto the greater part of the campus until I have checked in with someone. Right? This job. Get there, no parking up front, no indication of, oh, hey, here's where the main entrance is. I end up finding an entrance that's labeled as a staff parking, which that's fine. I can park in staff parking. So go in there, and there's a guy sitting by the gate, and I'm like, yeah, I'm here to take care of some train issues. Oh, I don't know, man. You can go park back there if you want, though. Sure. Go back there, and that's putting me midway into the school. I'm where I'm at right now. Where I was at, where I parked there. To my right is the quad. In front of me is a gymnasium, a freestanding building, and to the left of me is the track and football field. And there's a couple kids around, moseying around doing their thing. There's not a fucking adult in sight. Whatever. So, I'm stay in my van, call my contact. hey, I just got here. This is where I'm at. Do you know where I'm supposed to be? Is someone supposed to meet me here? Oh, just go to the main office. Cool. Where's the main office? I don't know. Ask someone. And it's like, I get that, like, yeah, sure, I'm dealing with someone at the district office. But, like, I feel like that's basic information. Basic shit. Especially if you're having somebody come out there to do work. Get to the office, which I had to ask the guy at the gate. I had to go up to the gate and ask him, hey, dude, where's the main office? Oh, if you go down there, you can see the red building, and then it turns into white. Where it turns into white, that's where the entrance is. This is almost mid-school. Like, this is like most schools I've been to, I've done work at. Main office, like where you check in, is right up front. And it is clearly labeled from the front. No. This is mid-school. Get in there, and girl at the office was like, oh, hey, what are you here for? It's like, oh, the plumber, here to take care of some bathrooms. Oh, okay, I don't know anything, but, yeah, hold on. So, gets on the radio real quick. Anybody available? No, back. Do you know where it's at? Oh, my notes say it's the quad. Oh, okay, yeah, just go ahead and go back there. Let me give you a sticker. So now, I have wandered through the school from multiple areas, and and they're just letting me run freely. They didn't even know I was showing up. They didn't even know I was there. They had no idea I was supposed to be there. But because all I said was, yeah, I'm supposed to be here, they went, okay. So we're cool. I get over to the quad. I finally get somebody who's able to, like, open up a gate so I can drive my van up to where I need to be, who also had no idea I was supposed to be there, and just kind of like, just saw me and was like, oh, you need to get in? Yeah, okay, cool. Let me open it up for you. And so the problem is that it's a boys and a girls bathroom on the same building, same setup. Both are backing up. That was what it was labeled as. And so they're like, yeah, just go in there and do what you need to do. Girls' bathroom is fucking full. I'm not touching that shit with a fucking 10-foot pole. And then going to the boys' bathroom, there's like 3 boys in there, so I immediately leave. And it's like, hey, and from outside, from the door, hey guys, you need to clear out. I need to do some work in here. Once again, things are supposed to be in place, so I'm never alone with children in an enclosed space like that. And then, there's a maintenance guy who comes over and he's talking to me for a little bit. We're kind of talking. And he's like, oh, yeah, okay. Just go and tell the girls to leave so you can go in the girls' bathroom and check that. I'm like, dude, no. You need to find someone who can clear it out for me. And they end up getting a guy to come out and do it, which, yes, it's supposed to be a woman who goes in there because she can actually go in, make sure everybody leaves, and then check the stalls to make sure that there's no other girls hanging out in there. Because it could be that, a girl in there had her fucking AirPods in, didn't hear them going, hey, you need to come out, That happens sometimes. So, but whatever. They've done that. And then, as soon as they have confirmed that the bathrooms are empty, all of them just leave. Where I'm left alone for about a half an hour while I can, do my checks, do my stuff, going in and out of both bathrooms, hoping that nobody's in there, having to tell people every once in a while, hey, bathrooms are closed. When I was in the girls' bathroom the first time doing my checks, I had a girl walked in. I'm like, hey, you can't be in here, bathroom's closed. She's like, well, I need to use the bathroom. I'm like, you can't, you gotta go somewhere else. And so she's like, no, I'm just gonna use it real quick. You can stay. I'm like, oh, fuck no, I cannot stay. And so then I leave the bathroom. Because once again, I'm not gonna be in a position like that at all. I know I am trustworthy, but no one else does. And no one else should assume I am trustworthy. Right? So then, and like from there, like, I had to go and get parts, come back. By the time I came back, school was out, extracurriculars were doing their thing. No one went to the bathrooms again after that. That was fine. But just like I said, like, I know I am trustworthy. I know that I'm not gonna do anything. I have no interest in students. I have no interest in high school students at all. But none of them know that. And the fact that they all let me onto campus, all let me into these various areas, and had no problem just being like, yeah, do whatever you gotta do. That is fucking insane to me. If my kid went to the school, I would raise hell. It should not be that simple for a grown-ass man to get onto school property, get into, get into locations where students are in a alone or compromised position. I shouldn't be able to be alone in a room with any of them without a staff member. I shouldn't be able to be in a bathroom with them without anybody knowing. And I shouldn't be able to just walk into the bathroom without someone first making sure that it is clear of students. And it's And it's like, I know that there's like the whole joke, the whole meme of like, if you just like carry a clipboard or wear like a uniform or a vest or grab a ladder and a hard hat and look really busy and really in a hurry, you can fake your way into anywhere. That is true. I get that, that's fine. I feel like it shouldn't be that simple at a school. Like, it should not be that easy for me to just get there. Like, it would be different if they knew I was coming, already had my name. Oh, hey, yeah, you're Eddie with the company. Cool. No worries. We were ready for you. We've already got everything in place for you. Right? Because I've been to schools where they did that. Where I walk in, they see my uniform, company name, employee name, and they go, oh, hey, you're finally here. And even then, I still want to see those other checks. I still want them to make sure that they are filtering kids around me. I still want them to make sure that I'm not walking into a room where children might be using the bathroom. XYZ things still need to be happening. And like I said, most schools I go to have been fine. Even in this district, just fine. This one, no. And it sucks because I would love to name and shame. I really would. But I don't know if somehow more than one person saw this video and they actually started something about it, and then I get in a hell of trouble because I'm fucking talking about this type of stuff. Because y'all have seen me in my company uniform before. I don't necessarily hide what I do and where I'm at. It's just, I don't know. Can you not, please? Yeah, you need to back up. Thank you. Stupid ass people don't know how to fucking drive. Like, if we're merging, we're both merging into the same lane, and you're gonna sit in my blind spot, you have to back up so that I can continue to merge. I don't fucking know. But yeah, that was just... Parents, double check what your school's policies are for visitors and stuff like that. How do they handle that? Because, let's be real here. Let's say I was a bad actor. Let's say I was somebody who's going to do stuff I shouldn't be doing, right? They let me in and gave me free access. And it does not take long for someone to be victimized. And I hate to put it that way, but that's the fucking truth. And that's why we need to talk about these things. Because school is supposed to be a safe space. Not only for them to learn, not only for them to grow, but for them to exist. That is a place they should be able to go to where they're not going to be victimized by a strange adult. Like, think about it like this. Let's say your kid comes home and they go, oh yeah, this weird thing happened. I was in the bathroom, you know, doing my thing, and some random fucking dude came in, you know, like just hella walked in. I don't know what the fuck he was doing. We didn't know anything about it. He just walked in and looked kind of confused for a second. Like, for me as a parent, even in the position I am, where I know it's upset, I'm still going to be calling the school like, hey, what the fuck? Like, why is there random non-staff members interacting with my kid in the bathroom? Why the fuck is that happening? And, like, it's worth pointing out, too, that, like, some of these things I talk about apply to adults, too. Like, if I'm going to be doing work in a women's bathroom at, like, some adult, like, you know, fucking business place or whatever, I'm closing that bathroom down. Because I'm not going to have women in there. I had one in particular where, and it felt so sketchy, but I had, you know, I had to do work on a bunch of sinks in a women's bathroom. It was the only bathroom that was open for them. And so I'm trying to have the bathroom closed, and they're like, no, we don't care. And they're grown adults. I don't have as much ability to tell them, like, no, get the fuck out, go somewhere else. Especially when that's the only bathroom that they have available to them. So, like, one of the things I did is I had voice recorder on. I'm not filming anybody in the bathroom, but I've got voice recorder on. So that, you know, and I had it on from the time I started. Specifically so, there was a record of exactly what I was doing, everything that was happening as I was there. I'm narrating what I'm doing in this thing. Specifically because if someone tries to say, oh, he was doing this, he was doing that, I've got an audio recording right here, and you can hear everything that's happening. And if any of what she was saying was happening, you would have heard it. Is it a little paranoid? Yes. But I understand that the amount of, this is the wrong lane to be in, the amount of legitimate cases of women making false reports of sexual assault, like absolutely nothing happened, and they decided they wanted to cause some drama, so they were, oh, this guy assaulted me out of nowhere. Like, I know the number of those reports is so small, it's basically a rounding error. Does it happen? Yes. Is it widespread? No. But I also know that all it takes is one thing like that to happen to ruin someone's life, to ruin a man's life. Because what happens is everybody goes, believe the woman. Fine. Cool. And so, like, and we'll circle back. So they go, believe the woman, and then after evidence has come out, they go like, oh, nothing actually happened, woman made it up. Everyone goes, well, I mean, yeah, but she may have still felt some way, or they'll like find some way to justify it, and so this guy's life is still ruined. And it's like, yes, believe all women. If a woman says, hey, something happened to me, take it seriously, investigate it properly. Don't just go, no, nothing happened. But I feel like where believe all women needs to stop is if it has been proven, not like, you know, okay, how am I going to word this in a way that makes sense? What I mean by proven, I don't mean that a prosecutor couldn't get enough evidence to prosecute, because that could happen. The bad thing can happen, and the prosecutor just couldn't get the right evidence. That happens. What I'm saying is absolutely proven. You know, everything checks out. There is evidence showing that these events did not happen as they were said. This man did nothing wrong. At that point, we need to go, okay, this man is no longer in trouble. This man is no longer victimized. I'm not going to say that, oh, we need to punish women who make false reports, because that's a slippery fucking slope. But, like, if the man has been proven, evidence shows, you know, like, absolutely, Alloy, she said this happened at 3:52 p.m. At 3:52 p.m. he was on the other side of town, and there is video evidence of it. That dude's life and reputation shouldn't be eliminated anymore. And so for me, you know, as someone who, once again, knows that I am safe, takes great lengths to make sure that I do not come off as imposing or threatening or anything like that. We talked about that in another video. Like, I'm also going to protect myself and my reputation by documenting these types of things and making sure that there is evidence that shows that I did nothing. Because I do not want my life to be ruined from a misunderstanding. I do not want my life to be ruined by someone deciding they want to start drama. Is it a statistical, you know, almost never going to happen? Sure. Act as if. I don't know. Like I said, that type of shit riles me up. It really does. Because it's not hard to do. It's not hard to make sure that these simple checks are in place. These simple steps are in place. And they should be. I want them to be in there. I want it to be hard for me to get onto a school to do work. Is it inconvenient? Sure. Did it take a little extra time? Absolutely. But the trade-off, though, is that they are doing everything they possibly can to ensure that these students are being taken care of. These students are, you know, being protected, which is the whole fucking point of this damn thing. That is the entire reason for all this. And if we're not going to protect these fucking children, what the fuck are we doing? I will say, on the other end, if you're somebody who does work on schools like that, don't be mad. Don't get impatient. Don't cause problems when it is a pain in the ass to get onto the school. Yes, I know it's inconvenient. Yes, I know time is money. Yes, I know that you're a super safe guy and you would never do anything. That's cool. But we need to act as if. We need to treat everybody who is not staff, who has not gone through fingerprinting, background check, all the stuff that needs to happen so that you can be employed by a school district. We need to make sure that anybody who's not been properly vetted is processed. Because they're not going to be able to fingerprint you and you run you through a Homeland Security check and all that type of stuff. But they can at least take these other steps to make sure that you are never in a position to victimize someone, to hurt someone, to cause problems. That's how that needs to be. And so I don't know, I feel like I'm talking in circles now. I probably am. And it is what it is. Be safe. Check in on your kids' schools. Make sure they're protecting your kids properly. Because it's no joke.